Hello, guys, and welcome back to I'm a Celeb Catch Up. I'm on the road today. I'm in Scotland, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm filming this at like midnight. Had a couple of glasses of wine. I'm doing all right, but today's episode of I'm a Celeb was a little bit crazy, a little bit kooky. It was Celebrity Cyclone Day, and I gotta say, this was pretty exciting. This was a very, very exciting trial, and I think that it was actually a very, very interesting and enjoyable experience. I watched it with some family, and we had an absolute blast watching it. Everyone did really, really well. I was really surprised, but we'll get into that a little bit later. There was also a Dingle Dollar challenge, and another person has left the camp. I can't believe it. We're down to the final three. Not the final three I expected from the get-go, I gotta be honest, but I can't even say I would have wanted this final three because of one particular person. Oh, yeah. It's tough, guys. It's tough. It's tough to enjoy I'm a Celeb when there's just so many people. I say so many people. There's just one person that's really ruining your enjoyment of the show. It's tough, it's tough. It really is tough. But, guys, without much further ado, let's get straight into the episode. So, Josie woke up alone today, and you can tell that the camp is feeling very, very empty. There's only 4 of them left in the camp, and it feels very sparse. It feels very much like there's not enough people in the camp, and I think that's starting to become a little bit of a problem because we're now down to the final 4, and the final 4, they're not really having many interesting conversations. There's not many interesting moments. There's entertaining moments, but there's not enough for me to like report on. So I think that's where I'm starting to feel the struggle a little bit. There was an interesting moment where Sam went up to Tony and was like, "Oh, I've had a good impact on you, haven't I?" And I was just like, "Do you know what? You actually have, because I cannot tell you how different this experience would have been if Tony had just not entertained you in the slightest. If he had just turned around and been like, no, stop. But like, he's entertained you, you've made him laugh, he's made you laugh, you're just in awe of him, and he's just sort of dealing with you in like a lovely way, don't get me wrong. But like, oh god, Tony and Sam are just such a funny duo, and like it would be so hilarious to see them do like a TV show together again. Like if they both, I keep saying this. I want Sam to go back into Celebrity Big Brother, but like he's already done it. So like I don't know why I want him to do it again. But I just thought it was a really, really lovely moment. And then there was also a really, really lovely moment where Tony was dancing with Sam. Guys, they're actually just the sweetest couple ever. Not couple, but like they're the sweetest duo ever. They just work so well, and they're so sweet, and they're literally Shrek and Donkey. I saw a post that was like the camp right now is the top 5, and it was Shrek, Tony, Donkey, Sam, Josie, Fiona, Marvin, Puss in Boots, and then I think it was Rumpelstiltskin as Nigel Farage. I could be wrong. I don't know entirely, but that's what I remember seeing. And I just think that is a perfect explanation of exactly what this camp is like. I'm not gonna lie. That is perfection. So it's time for Celebrity Cyclone time, and I gotta say, Celebrity Cyclone did not disappoint this year. It was dramatic, it was entertaining, there were so many interesting things going on, and I gotta say, it was highly, highly, highly entertaining. Really good stuff. So, I'm just gonna get into sort of talking about the sort of build up. They all had to put on really skimpy outfits. Josie was the only one that was smart and went for like shorts underneath, so it's like kind of didn't look bad on her. But everyone else put the lycra on, looked absolutely horrendous in them. Like the bulges were bulging, and it was just a really enjoyable experience to just watch them look absolutely ridiculous for once in their life. It was it was really, really, really funny, and they came up with stupidly daft names. Like, stupidly daft names. I think Nigel was called the I've got it written here, the Disruptor. Obviously, Tony was called Teddy T. Um, what's his name? Sam. I keep forgetting his name. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Sam was called Super Marv because that's his like character from the weird fictional universe. Or Super Merv, I think it might have been Super Merv. And then Jodie called herself the Finger Slinger, which was an interesting choice. I have to be honest. I can't see why she would call herself that. That was a bit of an odd choice. But either way, they looked hilarious in their outfits and they headed down to do the trial. And I gotta say, they absolutely smashed it. They absolutely did do well. But then again, Celebrity Cyclone is one of those challenges where I don't think I've ever seen them fail. I don't think I've ever seen them fail. Like, I I was fairly certain they've done it every single series, but then I remember that they did 2 series in the castle. I can't remember whether they did Celebrity Cyclone then. If they did do Celebrity Cyclone, then yeah, they've never lost. But I don't remember them doing it in the castle. I don't think they would have been able to. It would have been too cold and too wet. So yeah, that's a bit of an odd one, I won't lie. But equally, who knows? They might have done it, and I just can't remember. I can't be able to look it up right now. But as far as I'm aware, every single time they've done Celebrity Cyclone, they've got all 4 stars or all 5 stars as it used to be, because it used to be a top 5 challenge. But yeah, it's difficult to lose this challenge. I got to be honest, it's really difficult to lose this challenge. So the order that they went in was Nigel went first with 4 stars. Then Josie took over with the 3 stars. Sam took the 2 stars. Tony took the 1 star. I really thought it would be the other way round, and I thought Tony and Sam would switch. But I think Tony was a smart choice to put at the end, actually, considering how he got on. Nigel went first, went into the water, collected the stars, did very well. I was very, very impressed with him, actually. I thought he was going to fail, but he got on his knees and he started like plodding along, and he was actually doing all right. I thought, okay, Nige, calm down, calm yourself. Didn't expect you to be this good, but all right. So he got all 4 stars to the place, and then Josie took over. Josie, my lovely, we heart Josie, and she lost one of the stars. She did not have a good enough grip on those stars at all. She did not have a good grip. She did not have any kind of stability in her movement. It looked like it was a trial to get her there. And then she lost one of the stars. It went bye-bye. It went all the way down. And yeah, no, that was tough to watch. That was really, really tough to watch. I can't lie. And then she had to go all the way back, pick it up, go all the way back again. I noticed that they started to go light on her after this because Celebrity Cyclone is the one trial where they want them to succeed. Like other trials, it's fine for them to fail, but this is the one that they want them to succeed. So I think they just started to go easy on her to make sure that she made it. But honestly, she did well. She did do very, very well. So when it came to Sam, he had to take the 2, and again, he did very, very well. I was very impressed with him. You could tell he was living for this challenge. He was absolutely buzzing to be a part of it. I think this was the one thing that he was really, really excited to do. And I think it's the one thing that most people who do I'm a Celebrity are looking forward to doing. And only a select few ever get to do it. Like, there are ones that stand out in my mind back in the day. Like, I remember Stacey Solomon's year. Stacey Solomon's year, 2010, was the first year that I watched I'm a Celeb. So, like, I really remember that year. Like, I really remember it. Like, some other years I remember more than others. This one's probably going to be one that I forget in the long run. But it was good nonetheless. And I got to say, it was so lovely to see Sam sort of enjoying himself and just letting his energy and passion go. At one point, Deck dropped the flag, so he couldn't let Tony know to go, which was so funny. Oh, but Tony, being the absolute boss man that he is, just walked up and like was getting bashed and bopped and bipped and dinged and donged by every single possible thing that could have happened to him. And he just kept going like the fucking Terminator. He was incredible. I was very, very impressed with his performance. And then, just as he had taken the 1 star from Sam, the floodgates opened and I thought everyone was going to get swept away. I watched the red flood come down and every single person stayed where they were. Every single person stayed where they were. So then I thought, surely this can't be it. Surely this can't be it. Blue flood came down when Tony got on his spot. That was 2 floods. Normally, it's just 1 flood and it wipes them out. It wipes them out. It makes them go back to the start and then it's a race to get back to where they were. Every single person stayed where they were. I think this is the only year where that has happened, where every single person has stayed where they are after 2 floods, let alone 1. That is crazy. Unprecedented. So they got their stars and they did absolutely fabulous. I gotta say, they did absolutely fabulous. The gang had to do a last Dingo Dollar challenge, because what would this final episode be without a stupid challenge for them to participate in? Honestly, I gotta say, everyone was so harsh on Big Brother for all the challenges that they put them through. But at least the challenges were entertaining in the most basic of respects. This series, maybe it's because Big Brother was so good this year, but I'm a Celeb just feels really weak in comparison. And I think, like, I don't want to get too far into that topic, but like, it is tough to watch at times. It's really tough to watch at times because I just think, actually, you're not trying that hard. Like, I'm a Celeb has been coasting on the same format for the last God knows how long. Genuinely God knows how long. So many years. And I'm kind of just bored of it. And like, I feel like that could kill Big Brother if it just kept the same format. But like, it seems like Big Brother is willing to evolve and like change and do different things and make different choices. They had a great first season back after 5 years. I'm a Celeb just feels a bit stale, and I think nothing says it more than this Dingo Dollar challenge, which, let's be honest, there was no challenge. It was not a Dingo Dollar challenge. It was a Dingo Dollar do your best. There were 5 categories, and apparently the public had been voting for who was the best hugger, most patient, best singer, kindest soul, and the tidiest. So not even very interesting things, not even very interesting categories. I thought it was actually just a very boring trial. Not even challenge. It was just a very boring segment because all they did was basically just go into like a little cardboard cutout, stick their head through. If they got it wrong, they just had to switch around and they got it right. There was no stakes in it whatsoever. They were destined to win no matter how many times they got it wrong. So it just felt a little bit pointless and a little bit stupid and a little bit dumb, in my opinion. And I don't say that often. I don't like saying it. I don't think it's necessary all the time. But like, just like tough. It's tough. So they go to Kev's Wallaby Whips. And they decided to no, that's completely wrong. There was no question. So literally there was no challenge. And they just got given an ice cream, a Mr. Whippy with a flake. Which, like, I was wondering how long it was going to be before they got an ice cream. And they left it until the episode before the finale. Which, like, is a bit crazy. But, like, also, 4 ice creams. Yeah, fair enough. And then they were eating them and they were having just the best time of an ice cream. And I know how good those ice creams taste. If you're not from the UK, you probably don't have Mr. Whippy ice creams. But Mr. Whippy ice creams, best thing you'll ever taste. Genuinely, they are amazing unless you're vegan. So, or lactose intolerant. So, yeah, I fully understood sort of the hype around that section. But yeah, well, not around that section, but around sort of that prize. Especially with the flake, bit of chocolate. Oh, lovely. So, yeah, I would like to say it was entertaining because it was, but like, come on, come up with better formats, come up with better challenges, come on, reinvent the wheel. I know RuPaul says you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but like, I'm a celeb, you've been doing the same tune for like 20 years. Come on, get a grip, grow up. So it's time to talk about dinner, and dinner was buffalo ribs. And I gotta say, buffalo ribs was not the dinner I was expecting, but my god, it looked meaty and beautiful and mwah. Oh, it looks great. And Josie was back in cooking, and she did an absolutely fabulous job of the meal, apparently. Really, really good. So that really only leaves us with talking about who left the jungle. And if you know me, my top three was Josie, Tony, and Sam for a very, very, very long time. Sadly, Josie left the jungle tonight. So we're just going to have a moment's silence for the fact that Josie has left the camp. So we're just gonna take 10 seconds of a. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. I can't believe that Nigel has been allowed to stay in this camp until the very, very last episode, and I feel like there is an element of ITV rigging it because they've paid 1.5 million and they want to get the most out of their money. That would be very disappointing if that happened. Yeah, I'm a bit angry, I won't lie. A little bit angry. Um I love Josie with all my heart. I currently work in the afternoon evenings, so when I wake up, I watch a lot of This Morning, or like I watch a lot of This Morning on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. So like Josie was the person I wanted to win going into this jungle because she's the person that I knew the best. It breaks my heart that she had to go out before the finale, but I do feel like it was a blessing in disguise because I just don't think she would have thrived with the finale trials. I don't, because they normally do the same three things. They have someone do an eating trial, they have someone do like a head in the box trial, and then they have someone do like another kind of bush tucker trial. I can't remember what that normally is. Uh, I actually can't remember. So like, I just don't think she would have handled it very well because I don't think she would have liked the eating challenge, and I don't think she would have liked to be near any bugs. So like, I feel like Celebrity Cyclone was the best way for her to go out. So yeah, I gotta be honest. I think that was definitely the best choice. I won't lie. Um. So yeah, I guess that's all there is to talk about in this episode. So thank you guys very, very much for watching. Tomorrow is the finale. So I'm very, very excited to watch that. I say I'm excited. It's probably going to be boring, isn't it? It's going to be Nigel being like, oh, 25% screen time. Oh. Um, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. I know it's a bit higgledy-piggledy and I'm a little bit drunk, but I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next episode tomorrow, which will be the final episode. How crazy is that? It's already been 3 weeks. What do you mean? How has it been 3 weeks since Jordan won Big Brother? Time is not real. Time is a vacuum. Oh, God. Right. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. See you later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.